adventure here in Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
Platinum Moon.
Nice. Here at Welcome to Rockville. How does that feel?
Awesome.
Have you ever experienced anything like this?
I mean, you know, we've played at festivals before, but I think this is our first like ginormous one. You know, one that feels like there's like an endless amount of like people and things to do, and it's just awesome. So we're so happy to be here.
Yeah, like we'll probably have like 150,000 people here today.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Right? And so I always like to ask, how, as an artist, do you feel Danny Wimmer and his team treats you guys?
I feel great. I think that he has a great team that, you know, reached out to us and made sure that we were well accounted for, accommodated for. You know, I have dietary restrictions that always makes things tough, but you know, they really figured everything out to make sure that we were well hydrated, well taken care of, knew where we were going. Everything's very thorough. So
I like what you said about the dietary restrictions, because most festivals you would be starving.
Right.
Okay. And I've been in catering at a Wimmer Festival, and it does cater to pretty much everybody, no matter what your dietary habit is.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
I think it's great to think of those little things. That's why I'm bringing it up, because those little things make your job much easier.
Right, and it proves that, you know, the artist is important to everyone.
Absolutely. And what I've noticed through all the years doing these is it doesn't matter if you're the first band of the whole festival or you're the Foo Fighters, you get treated the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about, for our listeners, how you as the artist would describe your band and your music. And I don't mean genre, because I hate those labels that boxes artists in to where, ooh, I can only do it this way. So
like adjectives, like very descriptive.
Exactly.
You know, energetic, chaotic, silly. like we want everybody to rock out and headbang and have a good time, you know. So and we also love writing things that people can dance to, you know. So it's just complete like energy and chaos on stage, because we want people to feel that.
I love that.
And reflecting back and forth kind of thing, you know.
What's cool about that is important, the live show. Like, there are bands that they do the live show that's like they're just playing the album. Yeah. And then there's a live show. And I think that makes a difference. I can't tell you how many times I've seen a band that either A, I didn't listen to because I didn't really like them listening on some platform, and then I'd see them live. I'm like, oh, my God. Yeah. You know, it changes it.
Right. Absolutely.
You know? I mean, even one of the headliners here at Welcome to Rockville is in my top 5 favorite bands, Bring Me to the Horizon. It all happened at Danny Wimmer Festival, and I was in the pit for their set. And I was like, oh, my God, this is the best thing ever. You know? And I think it does make a difference. You have to get out there and give it your all, and then the people love it, and they give it their all.
Absolutely, yes.
So what started this journey in music for all of you?
So like individually or like the band itself?
I'd say both.
Okay. So Anton and Joseph, they kind of started the band together. They're brothers. You can talk more on that.
I love his shirt, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, so me and my brother, we started the band, and we basically kind of scouted around for other people at local music schools and just like local teachers, trying to find people that were like the right fit for us. So that's how I found Ava, our singer, Ethan, our drummer, and everyone else. So yeah, that's how it started.
And I'd say individually, we all kind of we found our own path to music. I'll hand it off to people. The way I started was, I hated regular camp when I was growing up, so I went to music camps, and I was like, I want to be cool. I want to play the guitar. I want to be a rock star. So I learned a lot through music camps, and then I did like theory and things like that. And it just it just built up as I kept listening to like Zeppelin and Guns N' Roses, and I just wanted it more.
Nice.
My brother and I started with music as classically trained pianists, and that's basically how we got involved with everything. But our love for music goes beyond everything, all different types of genres. So eventually we formed this rock band, but I still like to go to the symphony and rock out to some Shostakovich.
Nice. And I think, too, credit to you that if you can play piano, you can play most instruments. So it's good to start there. And then you could just be like Metallica and play with a symphony all together.
Yeah, I definitely started as a listener through my parents, and they would always just have stuff on in the car. And then, they were like, go play an instrument. And they sent me to guitar. And then I started up with that, and that sucked. And, I started playing the drums and whatnot. And, through rock music and, like, a lot of bands growing up and just... Yeah.
I like hitting things.
I love hitting things.
Nice. Nice. I love it.
I got it.
I started playing piano when I was 4, and I kind of still do a bunch of random crap. Like, particularly in, like, school, I've done, like, jazz bands. Right now, I'm, like, accompanying a bunch of people for, like, opera recitals. So I really enjoy like music in general, not just playing in a rock band.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hi, Mom.
My dad was a guitarist, so growing up, my house was just kind of full of guitars, so it was inevitable. And also playing a lot of Guitar Hero as a kid.
Nice.
This is Jake. Both my grandfathers were drummers, and my dad was a DJ for 30 years. So I was taught rhythm before I was taught English, and we're still rocking with it.
Nice. And I got to say, you're such a pro because as the mic's going around, she's holding the wire so my thing doesn't fall off the table.
Yes.
Like nobody else would think of that. So I was very impressed by that.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm happy to help.
Right. And it's so good to hear stuff like this, especially with your parents, because that's one thing I always talk about today when it comes to metal and punk. When I started getting into metal and punk, there was no way my parents were ever going with me to a show, nor was I going to listen to their crap music. And now I love it nowadays that it's like you got parents and their kids and their grandkids all going to metal shows and punk shows together.
It's a community. It's really great.
It's such a family. They used to have the family values tour, but really today is the true family values of metal, rock and roll, and punk.
Yeah, it's a great time.
Anything else you want to share with the listeners that we haven't covered already that they need to know?
We'd love for you to check out our music. You can find it on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, anywhere you buy and stream music. And we just recently had a new song get released. It's called Table for Three, if you want to check it out. If you follow us, you can on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. You can get updated on our shows and when we release new music. So we'd love to share all that with you.
Nice. Well, you guys rock. You rocked Rockville here.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Yeah, happy to be here. Thank you for having us.
My pleasure.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.